Say I'm a prospect, right? So I give you this. I say I can't afford it. It's too expensive. What do you do? What kind of common objection that you get when you are in the closing call? Let's say you gave all the details about the product, you got to know about them, and that's the end. That's where you're going to ask the money. And what kind of objections that you get when you're on the call?
Well, most of the time it comes down to I can't afford it.
I can't afford it.
Yeah, or it's too expensive.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's too expensive.
Yeah.
So how do you handle if you get this objection? It's too expensive. I can't afford it. What do you do?
I mean, obviously, generally it's bringing back we have a solution to your problem. This problem, how much you wouldn't be willing to pay X amount to figure out this problem. Let's say it's weight loss. You wouldn't be willing to pay $2,000 to lose 30 pounds? Is it not that important? What is $2,000? How much have you spent in the last year on McDonald's, beer, whatever? You know, you spent well over $2,000 in the last year. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So it's not really. It's just that you're not putting your money. You're not valuing it. You're not putting your money where your mouth is, right?
So you mean if people are saying that I can't afford it, it's too expensive, it's basically they didn't see the value in it and they don't trust you. Is that what you're trying to tell?
Yeah, because they don't think that it's going to be worth it.
They think it's not going to be worth it.
Right. And a lot of people that, like, you know, if they're just saying, oh, I can't afford it, they're already in the scarcity mindset, in that lack mindset. Because, you know, someone that's living in abundance and be like, okay, how can I afford this?
That's the right question.
Yeah.
And so how do you, when, let's say I'm a prospect, right? So I give you this. I say, I can't afford it. It's too expensive. What do you do?
Well, depending on what the pain point that you brought to me back, you know, if you're saying like, I really want to get out of my 9-to-5 job because I just can't do this repetitive everyday thing. So you're telling me that now you've got a solution to your problems, right? Yeah. And you're telling me that it's not worth you spending $5,000, $10,000 or whatever it might be, even $1,000, you know, you're telling me that's not worth it, yet you're suffering this much. So really, I guess it comes down to calling out the incoherency. And especially when it comes to business programs, if you're going to be making that money back, you know, like it's unless you really, because it's doable. It's doable now in the day. If you want to start from absolute zero investment and you want to work your way up to like 10K a month, it's doable. Yeah. But the time and effort that you're going to put into it, I'll talk to you in 10 years. So if those 10 years aren't worth that money, if this knowledge isn't worth it, then, you know, this isn't the right thing for you, which is totally okay.
Got it. Perfect. Yeah.